there everyone, my name is Identity, and today we're going to be doing something slightly different. Yes, this is going to be another reaction video, but we're playing with a few new cards here. Instead of reacting to just another simple animation, I'm going to be looking at this guy. I believe you say Caramel Changer? I don't know. I can't read. This guy has made a ton of videos displaying and showing off certain Team Fortress 2 weapons. These are weapons that a lot of us have wanted to see in games to help change up the thing. He's shown from weird to impossible weapons, but nonetheless, I've gotten curious of them, and I would like to just give off my opinion on some of these weapons. For some, it's good. For others, it's terrible. But anyways, I've digressed enough. Today, starting off our weapon, we are going to go straight to the Overhealer. This is a new type of medic gun that gives 50 max overheal. Now then, here's one of my big things about this medic gun. That doubles your healing target's health. So that's a 400 HP soldier, and that's a 600 HP heavy. And the other upside, you keep overheal. That's right, the overheal will not deplete. I can see this being most effective with scouts and spies who tend to relatively be quite squishy. Especially with those Dead Ringer spies, as they could take a large amount of abuse with this, considering with more health on their pockets, they'll be able to trick people a lot easier. With the thought that there's no way a spy could live that, if they haven't seen the medic yet, they're not going to think the spy is still alive. And even if they have, they'll probably still think, yeah, he's dead. The downfall to this weapon is that you get a 90% overcharge reduction, which means it'll take 90 times longer to get that Uber up. That is quite a long time. The weapon, main place I could see this weapon being used are in, well, pushing the cart. When you have that timer before the 10 seconds when those doors open and you gotta start killing everyone and pushing that cart, the medics get a free shot of building up their Uber rate, which is doubled in that time. This can make it so that you can get your stock weapon out first, heal up quick, and then Uber someone. Of course, considering there was no talk about it, I'm going to assume that the Uber charge is just the same. So, let's see if this weapon truly is balanced. So this is quite interesting. In addition to people calling medic for you, it also shows you a small indicator that your healing target needs some health. This is quite an interesting function, I won't lie, but I don't like it on this medic gun. Also, it didn't state that it would have this. Yeah, it should have been said in the description. Playing as medic as long as I have, I can definitely say that this is just about the same amount healing rate as a medic. Still 25 health per second or so. If you look at the health bar right there, it also shows off that the plus sign will grow. A nice way to show off that you're giving off overhealing, which in this gun, you will be paying attention to. Now to demonstrate, what does it look like for you the players? What's it gonna look like when you're healing that heavy? I don't actually like that only the beam comes out of only one. I kinda like it to see come out of both. That's just an animation thing for me though. Wow. In the time it has taken him to heal up that heavy to almost full health, he's only gotten 2% Uber? Wow, that is crippling. Especially for those who need an Uber quick. I would definitely I would recommend never pairing this weapon up with the overdose. This poor soldier is more likely to run out of ammo before he kills this heavy. As I said before, this would benefit scouts most of all. Even with the Sandman active, that's still quite a bit. That would still be 120 health, about, at least. But I gotta say, I have never seen a scout with so much health, and I'm not even sure if I want to, though. There definitely is some interesting aspects. But once again, as we can also see, that healing rate, that overcharge rate has been amazingly deducted. As with the medic with the interesting medic gun has 0%, whereas default's got 4%. So if you're the type of medic that depends on overcharge, I would not recommend this weapon. Talking to you, Array 7.
Alright, I feel good.
So in the ending, where I stop healing the scout all the way to full overheal, this medic got 6% Uber with default. With our overhealer, 1%. So yeah, there's definitely a bit of a rush here. If you need an uber heavy quick, this is not the weapon for you.
Thanks for the aid. Thanks, Doc.
This is where the weapon starts getting scary. A 400 HP soldier that's not getting reducted even as I have, as I'm running from him. Now that is just scary right there, my friend. Snipers will have a hard time killing this guy. Heavies will. Everyone's gonna not like battling this medic. One thing I dislike about this medic gun so far is that it seems that the only way you could easily beat it is by having the medic have the same weapon. Much like with the Danger Darlin shield, this may not be a good weapon, unless we give it some more nerfs to counteract with this. No. Considering with all the weapons, that'd be quite interesting to see on the demo night. 350 HP. I wonder what the max would be if you got all 5 heads. Hey, Rider Cycle. I think I found a way to make the Natasha catable heavy versus heavy. Come at me, bro.
I love this doctor! You're a great doctor!
Not so useful for the engineer, but then again, I'm used to seeing a lot of cappers. If we've got some mini-sentry users, then this will be really helpful for them, especially with the ones that use either Panic Attack or the Widowmaker. I know I shouldn't be praising this medic, but please give me 300 HP. I have too many problems with snipers and other crap. It won't keep me safe from a spy, but at least I don't have to worry too much about snipers, especially if they're just trying to quick scope me.
Dunk ahead, Doctor!
As if snipers need more reasons to be broken. I think if you give him the Danger Darwin shield though, this will be a 300 HP sniper. Even more BS.
That's it.
Although I can't lie, I would love to see this on my Huntsman. Ooh, would that make spy easier. And that constant nagging pyro will be much more tolerable. Also, another fun fact is that random crits aren't going to be too much of a problem, as the random crit can only really defeat the overheal first. That's something fun to think about.
Much appreciated, Doctor.
I wonder how this would also fare for the kunai spies. If I recall, the kunai leaves you with 70 HP, and doubling that would make it quite viable. At least a little bit easier than just your average 7 the going dead ringer and hope that that enemy does think you're dead. And that's the whole weapon. My final judgment on it? It needs a lot of rebalancing before this could ever be in the game. The thing is though, it has a few aspects that I'd love to see on certain medic guns. Like for instance, the extra way to show you where your healing target is. That could be something seen on a separate medic gun alone. Also, the keeping uber rate. Keeping your overheal is fascinating, and I would love a medic gun that does that. It doesn't necessarily though have to give me 50%. What I would be thinking of is make this out of 3 medic guns. One that shows you around, one that can show you where your uber healing target is, another that will give you another that will give you 50% overheal, and finally one that will let you keep your overheal. This could be a very good game changer, but if you just simply make 3 medic guns out of this one, you could make a much more balanced weapons and a much more interesting gameplay. That's all I've got to say for now. Bye.